Last week we spoke about this horrific fire. By the way, I just wanted to give everybody an update on that. I'll make us big here. So last week we showed you this horrific fire in these Hong Kong apartments. It's killed, there's a confirmed 158 people, I believe, but still more missing. So there's a lot of people died. A lot of people died. And they were trying to blame it on the bamboo scaffolding, but we showed you that actually it must be that netting. It's been confirmed it was the netting, by the way, now. Yeah. And not only that, it's been confirmed that shortcuts were taken. Yeah. In order to save 100,000 Hong Kong dollars, what is that in dollars? It's not even that much.
That's like, what, $10,000 US?
In order to save $10,000, they bought this cheap knockoff, non-fire retardant netting. But in order to trick the inspectors, is they bought the real fire retardant netting, but just for the bottom. So when the inspectors came to come and check, they checked they go up to the building and the stuff they can test and feel and see.
Very tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, but the stuff up there was like patchworked in, this cheap stuff. Yeah. So it has been confirmed that it was that caused the fire.
That's right. Just some details here. This. So what happened was this was at Hong Kong Baptist University.
Yes.
Right? And at Hong Kong Baptist University, they put up a wall. This is a very Hong Kong thing to put up these walls. You saw them a lot during the democracy protests.
Oh yeah.
And they
it's called a Lenin Wall.
Yeah, Lenin Wall. They're basically saying, we feel really bad about what happened. Deepest condolences, and please, we beg the government to look to make sure this doesn't happen again. To make sure you look into it. Right.
It says we earnestly request the government heed our good advice. Oh, that's not something you want to say to like a mafia boss. You should listen to what I have to say.
But it's supposed to be a free territory.
Of course, respond to public needs. Justice needs to be served. So
what did they do?
Yeah, can you guess what the Chinese government does when there's a message that they don't like?
And again, they're not supposed to have any overreach over this kind of stuff.
Remember, Hong Kong's still supposed to be this one country, two systems. It's still supposed to have freedom of speech. It doesn't. Spoiler. This is what they decided to do, is they put boards up in front of it so nobody can see it.
They
physically censored it.
Yeah, Hong Kong people call this the wall of shame. This is my favorite one. They did more. So not only
peeking. Yeah, exactly. So not only did they put the boards, I'll get us out of here. They put the boards to block the message. They put these other like plastic barriers all around so people couldn't peek, like you say.
That's what I like to call the Streisand effect. It's like,
gee,
I wonder what's behind here.
I think we still have that soundbite somewhere if I can find it. It's taking too long now, so it loses its.
It's better when you have to wait for it and the moment's passed.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, it's like marinating it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Can you see me?
I understand why you'd be rusty on it because we rarely use that.
Yeah, we very rarely use it. Yeah, but I mean that's just such a typical Chinese government way of dealing with free speech,
in not a Hong Kong way of dealing with it. So this is the reason. You might say, "Oh, of course," because Hong Kong's fallen into the CCP, right?
Yeah.
So why would you even show us this? Of course, this is what happens. The reason I do this, or we do this, is because I think this is a poetic example of what happens when China overreaches, right? It's a palpable example of how a culture can actually change. The culture is there to put up a Lenin wall and say like, oh, we feel so bad. Hong Kong is a very charitable
they're
society.
Not even asking much. They're asking for the government to hold the people accountable, who caused the fire.
And I think that's a very normal
thing very normal.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't even against the Chinese central government, by the way.
No.
Which is crazy. So this is such a 180 on what Hong Kong used to stand for. And they still stand for.
Yeah.
Right, but you can see the overreach.
It's not as bad as the people that actually got arrested. Did you put that in there?
Yeah, so what's interesting is some other people online, right? Do you know what they called for? This guy named Miles Kwan. He was a university student.
Yeah.
He launched an online petition. You know what he called for?
What?
An independent inquiry into the fire.
Okay, so this is what he did.
Yes.
He launches a petition. We want an independent inquiry into this disastrous fire, one of the worst fires that Hong Kong has ever seen, that's killed so many people.
And he wants accountability from government officials.
Yes.
Okay. He was arrested.
He was arrested for what?
Sedition.
It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Okay, anyone out there who thinks that, China living in the future, we should learn from China, needs to understand that no, you should never learn from China, because just imagine trying to start an online petition to ask for an independent inquiry into a disaster that was preventable, by the way. It was there because of corruption.
Yeah.
And then you get arrested for sedition.
Again, I think it's crazy that they're enacting this whole national security nonsense that half of the entire country protested against, by the way, our territory. What I find insane is that you're leveraging it right now on the most crazy non-government related things. They're calling an inquiry from the local officials,
Sure,
not from Beijing.
Yeah.
Right. And they're getting arrested for sedition.
Yeah.
Kenneth Chung, a former district councilor, was arrested after making online comments about the fire.
Yeah.
He was released on bail, but his passport was confiscated.
Oh, so he's not allowed to leave now.
Yeah. An unidentified volunteer, an individual who was assisting fire victims with charitable supplies, was also reportedly arrested.
It's ridiculous. So just like everything else that comes out of China, if it's inconvenient, it has to be silenced. You're not allowed to talk about it. You're not allowed to make a stink about it. It has to go away. It has to be covered up, literally covered up.
Well, and like these guys didn't even by Chinese or by Hong Kong law. These guys didn't break any law.
No.
So when China does stuff like this, they will, no matter what, they'll manufacture a law or a case against you so that they can make you stop.
Exactly.
Right.
Terrible.
You just can never trust it.
What's going on here?
It's a little doctor's visit. Listening for the baby.
Okay. As you do.
咦，他在里面唱歌哎。
It says your baby's singing inside.
哦，不好意思。
You silly doctor. Those were headphones.
Dude, what is this? I'm sorry. What is this terrible dad joke nonsense you've given us here?
That is, I watched it and said, I would never put that in the show because it's too dumb. And then I said, specifically because of that, I have to put it in the show.
Okay, I get
It's
it.
too dumb.
I get it.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my
One
life.
of the dumbest things ever. What is he listening to on his earphones?
Shouldn't he know?
哦，
Yeah.
不好意思。
He's the one that did it.
I think you
It's his
included the music though,
headphones.
didn't you? What he's listening to.
My love full story, it may sound very gay. Tell friends, say I'm loser.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that what he was listening
I think
to?
that's what he was listening to. He's like, oh, your baby's singing. He knows me well.
Oh my gosh. I love the people in the chat that were saying that the doctor thing was fake. Yeah.
It's very, very fake.
Maybe I'm getting whooshed though. Maybe they're being ironic.
Yeah.
I remember you. You left my...
And what's crazy is they weren't even Chinese people that ruled China.
No. Oh, yeah. Taiwan wasn't
But I thought it
included
was
in
always
them.
part of China.
Never. China refused to trade in anything other than silver. If you didn't wear those clothes and have that hairstyle, you would actually get the death penalty.
A common smell that you would smell at this time period as well is in the streets is horse sweat and leather harnesses. Can't believe we're actually using real propaganda footage, but of course,
Yeah.
it's the same government now.
Conductor, you know, he's like, bring up the drum.
Yes.
You know, over here, your horn.
全国的一起来不同胞，不愿把团结起来，战胜这些旧社会遗留下来的无德而斗争。